We are starting up the streaming engines and seeing if we can reconnect after a week apart. Hopefully, you can hear me and see me, and we can. Oh, is it really going to do that to me? Yes, it is. Okay. All right. Looks like we are live. That's good. Although it looks like maybe the video that I'm showing is not coming through. At least it's not coming through for Instagram. Well, I assure you, there's a gorgeous scene of the beach. I'll take that down then, just in case it's not being seen for anyone. And say good morning. Hello, Fletch Adam and Titani, and anyone else who might be joining us. Good day and welcome. This is Hug Nation Live. I am John Halcyon Stin. I have been in Hawaii for a week. I was in Kauai for 3 nights and then the Big Island, and honestly, it's a little bit of a decompression to be back. I love my home, and I love returning to my houseplants and seeing that none of them took too much damage from neglect, and it's nice to be back someplace where I can wear a hoodie and not sweat too much, and but there's a lot of there's a real luxury in vacation, a real luxury in setting aside the day-to-day thoughts and worries and concerns of the individual's life and the culture's life and the world's struggles. And I feel like I was really able to do that. And so then the process here is how do I reintegrate in the most healthy way for myself and for my place in the world? Good morning, sunshine. I am going to just do a quick test and see if there's maybe comments that I'm not seeing because I've been having trouble with Restream lately, and make sure that um, if you are here and you are listening or paying attention and it's live, you can leave a comment and I will share your gratitude with the class. Those of us that are here. Uh, it looks like I am not live on Facebook right now. That's problematic. Hmm. Oh, no, I am live. It's just not showing up on the home screen. Well, that's too bad. Well, okay, High Noon is here. Good. All right, I can see that finally. All right, all right. Well, so we're live. Hello, High Noon. High Noon says, "I'm so grateful for this practice." Me too. So the community that I was visiting on the Big Island is a very gratitude rich place and people, and it's really so nice to spend time with people who are entrenched in appreciation. Good morning, Natasha. Sending us good morning from the beautiful desert of New Mexico. Grateful to see you back. Thank you. So grateful to be back. Hello, Kozlov. And Fletch is sending some love to Grandpa Caleb, who is always with us, always with me. Ah, anyone else want to share any gratitude? I feel like it's so much from this week and this trip. And, uh, not certain how much I can get through today. We'll see how it feels. But good morning, D Love from up above. Good morning, Edna. She says, I'm grateful for the therapy session I had with one of my kiddos. It was very difficult, but very good for us to do together. Raising preteens is no joke. Any sort of parental raising is in Wendy says, "I am grateful for my chosen family." Mm. Yeah, so the I just spent 4 or 5 nights at this property that I've been to now half a dozen times in Hawaii, and there's a community of people that lives there full time, like 9 people, and then we'll rotate in and out for, a few days, few weeks, few months, and it's been a huge part of my life the last 5 years. I realized as I was there how significant this place had been. The first time I visited there, I brought with me GHB and enough with me that I could get a buzz on every day as I went to waterfalls and explored the island. And then next time I visited, I was in a place where I knew I needed to be making changes, and so I, like, went to Hawaii to force myself to be away from ketamine, and I drank while I was there, but you know, I hadn't been able to stop, and so I spent a week away from ketamine, and that was, like, the beginning of my path to sobriety, and it wasn't until, a year, 2 years later that I finally quit all the K, the G, the alcohol, and one of the first things I did in sobriety was return to the Big Island in this community, and it was significant because one of my big fears, one of the big scary things about that first stretch of time was knowing who I didn't want to be, but really not sure who I was without intoxication, without my addiction, without that habit, and I was scared. I didn't know if people would like me. I didn't know if I could be fun and charming and entertaining, like, all these traumatic responses that I had learned how to be loved and how to make sure that people don't withdraw their love is to be funny and charming all the time, and being buzzed was, one of the tools that I used to overcome social anxiety, my inner unworthiness, so that I could be charming and funny, and so to be welcome someplace where I could just be, and to be hosted by my friend Scott, who I've known for 40 years, and know that there was no expectation from me, this you know, that I would just be loved, and so to have that space and the pace of the island and the kinda disconnection from the daily reminders of expectations or shoulds and patterns, it was a really important place for me, and it really hit me when I returned on this trip, this time with Lisa, with my beloved, and to be in this sacred place, a sacred island that's incredibly fertile, gorgeous, tropical paradise outside of normal default life, but to feel so different than I had in previous visits, to feel so rooted in my sobriety and to be so anchored in the foundation of my relationship, and from that place to be taking in the nature, to taking in the pace, to taking in the healthy food and the people and the conversations and the music, and it was really special and really healing, and more significantly, it was, like, in this place that had it's almost like it was a consistent space, so that was easier to see how much I had changed as I came grew and returned, grew and returned. So as this island that doesn't change at nearly the pace as the default world does, it's a beautiful comparison point, and so re-energizing to be in the space of big-hearted, grateful, loving, peaceful people. And I hope that is what we can be for each other in these digital ways, like right now. Um, let's see. Wendy says, "My shrink says try ketamine for depression." I will say that ketamine is an incredibly powerful tool, and I do think that using it under the supervision of a professional is a great idea. I don't think having unfettered access to ketamine is wise. Having a gatekeeper, a professional that can make sure that it stays a therapeutic process for you, because too many people I'm aware of and that people have talked to me after I've been open about it, have lost their footing and slowly gotten under the spell. So, it can be very helpful therapeutically, absolutely. Good morning, Christy, and Brickus, and Tizzy. Good morning, Jeremy. Good morning, Juan. Melissa says, "A week ago, I was struggling with joy and gratitude with all things happening in my state. I'm now feeling so much hope and so much gratitude for my neighbors and our state." You know, that reminds me, let's see if I can make this work. Someone sent me a video this morning of singing in Minnesota, and I'll just I'll play it as is because the guy who recorded it, Doug Padgett, kinda describes what's happening. So let's see if I can make this work. You'll have to let me know if it's not coming through. I'm having some technical issues with. We'll try this.
Okay, we've gotten to the first hotel. It's this Marriott downtown where ICE agents are staying. And this group is gathered to sing them into the common good. Thank you. No, let me high five.
More and more, I'm feeling the significance of my beloved is a song leader, and my experiences in choir and her relationship with music and lyrics and community singing. I really have a new appreciation for how music um, how it can be such a powerful tool for peace. And, like, I've really had a hard time with, like, the "fuck ICE" messaging. I don't want to fight. I don't want to escalate anger. I don't want anyone to feel hated. But, like, "Lay down your weapons." I mean, I think that is the vibration that can crack someone open and help someone's heart shift in a way that is progress. I don't wanna beat someone into, submission and feel like they're the if someone feels like they are the enemy and, like, you might submit to stop the pain, but you hold on to the anger and the aggression. But if you're cracked open, if your vibration is shifted, that is how the back and forth of violence and conflict can hopefully believe can move. So and this has been happening a lot. I keep hearing more reports. This was the coolest video I'd seen. Um, mm, so, um, yeah, I'll admit that I'm not excited to return to the daily news, and so this gratitude practice and trying to evaluate, like, what is the worthwhile use of energy and outrage and activism in the world right now. I've also been watching Mad Men on my trip, and it's been really fascinating to spending hours of time as I'm coloring and listening to these fictional lives that were happening during '60s, and they include a lot of news things happening in the news, assassinations and such as part of the storyline. You know, the majority of the show is the day-to-day drama of human beings, but the backdrop of the conflict of the day, I found it fascinating to find a parallel between our lives, and we are having our day-to-day dramas, triumphs, love affairs, betrayal, and the backdrop of cultural unrest and violence, and on some level, I think it's always been that way. And so, you know, gratitude practice and a yes and practice and, finding a way to keep our hearts open to to avoid being puppets of anger and to be manipulated with fear, but also not to be oblivious to, or to shut down our hearts and to bury our heads. It is an I don't know I don't know the answer, and but you see the people singing like that, and you hear reports of shifts and changes and people changing their mind, and we have hope and faith. So thanks for being some of the people that give me hope and faith. I'm gonna try to read some more gratitudes now. Uh, Gerbot, good morning. Gerbot says, "Lovely, so much better than protest chants." That's my feeling, and I don't mean to be judgmental, and I think that anger is a valid feeling, but there's just something in my body that feels different. Uh, it's this invitation as opposed to a confrontation. Good morning, Laura. Good morning, Sean. Wendy says, "That was so beautiful. Thank you, I needed that." Good morning, Dark. Um, let's take this off. Anyone else wanna share any more gratitude? My apologies of missing it. Uh, Sean says, "Hawaii is so healing, it's 'cause it's surrounded by miles of ocean water." Oh, D Love says, "I hope to finally go to Burning Man for the first time, and I'm attempting to grab one of the cheaper tickets today, going solo, but grateful to finally have the opportunity." Right on, I'll cross my fingers and hope that you get, your ticket. Awesome. Natasha's, "I'm grateful to have such a full life outside of the online world and plenty of side quests now that I am pretty okay with missing out on whatever is happening here with news and socials." I understand that completely. Um, I am grateful that this Saturday is the 16th anniversary of First Saturdays. For 16 years, every month, Jason, Merrick, and I, and between 5 and 105 volunteers get together and give away clothing and care packs and food and dignity. We're gonna be doing it this Saturday, and I'm actually really excited. This afternoon, I'm gonna be speaking at the Solana Beach Rotary Club luncheon. They are active, uh, supporters of us, and usually once a year, they come join us, and they bring awesome care packs and give us this year, they gave us a significant donation, so we're gonna be giving away sleeping bags, incredible stuff. And so I'm really excited that, at lunch today, I'm gonna go to their meeting and talk a little bit about First Saturdays, our philosophy and what we do and how they're able to help us and give us some big gratitude to them. Sabrina says, "I watched Come See Me in the Good Light this week, and wow, a must see. I'm so grateful for this body, this vessel that is healthy and walks me through this life." Yes, and thank you for that recommendation. I am unfamiliar with that title, so I'll look into it. And, what a gift to be in a body that is, uh, being in Hawaii, and it's a very easy place to touch the gratitude for this physical world and having a body able to perceive and experience the sights and smells and tastes and warmth of the sun and the water, and, what a gift to be in a vessel that can experience all that. Thank you, Gerbot. Laura says, "I believe we are witnessing positive change in our world right now. It doesn't look like it on the surface, but it really is happening, and I am grateful for that." That just makes me feel good to hear. Thank you for saying so, and huzzah. Heinun says, "Violence or revenge is the easy way out. It is harder to love and see someone as a human when they do something harmful. I'm learning to love more and question judgment within." That that's the hard path. On the other cheek, that's hard stuff. Oh, I guess that film is up for an Oscar. Well, I have not been dialed into the award shows. I saw that the Grammys happened, and that looked exciting as well, and Oscar nominations are out, so much admiration and respect for anyone who creates art at any level, from finger painting to massive motion films. Uh, Gearbot is grateful for my regular Tuesday tacos with friends. Many people are chiming in that it's up for the best documentary feature. All right, fantastic. Uh, as someone who tried to make a documentary years ago, about Burning Man and realized how hard that is, we ended up making a 20-minute short film called The Pink Path that did play in the theater. It played, once. It had a premiere in the, Egyptian Theater in LA. We had a cool premiere party. It was so cool. And that actually, that film is being repurposed right now as part of an upcoming Pink Heart Camp fundraiser. I was just rewatching it and just, 1, really being proud of it, and 2, uh, remembering how much organizing and planning and thought it takes to create a narrative in film that is entertaining and makes sense and has a story arc, which is why ours was cut down to 20 minutes. If you are on my, um, mailing list, my Substack, I think if you when you sign up for it, it sends you a confirmation email with, "Thanks for joining. Here's a links to some stuff," and one of the things it links to, I believe, is the Pink Path, and if that's not the case, let me know, and I'll I'll send you the link. Uh, welcome, Pele and Mark and Heart Sun. Anyone want to share any more gratitude before we head off into our days? Oh, I am grateful for my mom. Yesterday was her birthday. She is 84, I think, 384. She is one of my best friends, and I talk to her on the phone many times a week and see her usually once a week. She is the older I get, the more grateful I am for my mom and her huge heart and her wit and her just she's just a good person, and our relationship is really tight and deep. We did a Burning Man a little over 10 years ago, and we shared that, and we shared a lot of things. She's had to endure a lot of stuff, and I wouldn't be who I am without her. So happy birthday, mom. Thanks, Wendy. I will pass that on. Um, yeah, happy birthday, Susie. Heinu says, "I am grateful for love more, fear less as a daily thought and action, trying my best to hold to my heart." Yeah, me too. Yeah, it's a pretty simple, but pretty darn significant. I had a cool experience on, like, the, uh, the for the shuttle from the rental car to airport, and a guy sitting across from me with his family was like, "That's a great sticker," and I had "Be present, have integrity, align with love" on my pack, and it was so I it just it's so awesome to experience a love ambassador. I mean, that's a love ambassador action to give a compliment, especially on messaging that is about love and integrity. Thankfully, I realized that I had a sticker with me, so I was able to gift him a sticker after he called out to his whole family how important it was to be present, have integrity, and align with love. Sabrina says, "Grateful for this call, for keeping gratitude in the forefront of my mind." Thank you. Mm, thanks, Sabrina. Thanks, everyone. I think that for me, and I think if you're here, you probably agree that everything is easier with gratitude. Your relationships, your job, the daily news, that if we get too passive and allow the narrative of the world to define our reality, we will trend towards pessimism. It is the biological nature of our mind to be focused on what's wrong, and we're easy prey to people who wanna manipulate us, and so finding a yes and practice of acknowledging the aches and pains on the body and remembering that it allows us incredible delights. Like, my body's getting older and things hurt more. My shoulder was problematic on this trip, and I ate 9 servings of shaved ice that were incredible. 5 of them especially were some of the best things I've ever put in my mouth. So, I can be delighted by shaved ice as a break from my uncertainty about the future. Ah. Mark's asking, "Am I getting a ticket to Black Rock City?" I am not right now. I currently do not have a plan to head to Burning Man this year. It's theoretically possible that I could drop in for a few days, but I'm not planning on it. I'm not preparing my RV for the trip. Uh, if I my big theme camp art project in the immediate future next year is planning a wedding, and that is not going as quickly as it probably needs to. So the extra creative party throwing, gathering energy that I can summon is gonna go towards wedding planning. Oh, speaking of gratitude, I just got my custom jacket in the mail. This is from AD Now. I had a black version of this for years, and as my colors changed, I started fantasizing about having the white version, and so they're made custom in Bali, and so I ordered one, and I ended up ordering the picture and what I clicked were not the same, and so 3 months later, I got the jacket that was not what I wanted, and I was so bummed, and thankfully, the owner of the company is like, "No problem, send me that one, and we'll get you the right one," and so I wrote got home from this trip with this new it is if you know me, you know I have a coat thing. I've got a collection of coats, but wow, is this one awesome, and thankfully, it's still cold enough that I can wear a hoodie, so, I'm grateful to 80 Now, incredible. I have that's probably the most clothing, like my favorite brand, my favorite designer, not a brand, my favorite designer. Okay, Striden's got his first year at Burning Man coming up. Yeah! Well, I can highly recommend the, uh, uh, what do I call it? Burner Prep Instagram is where I put a lot of stuff, and, uh, playaprinciples.com, I think is another lots of other tips. Robin, hello. Robin says, "Thankful for lovers on the planet who live, love, and compassionate actions." Thank you, High Noon. Natasha wants 2 more. I do not have those Love Ambassador ones, the big ones. I only had samples of that made, so I don't have a ton of those to give away. You got a special one. Um, alright, well, thank you everyone for all the positive thoughts and gratitude. It's so nice to be back. I really appreciate, uh, the patience and understanding as I went offline for a week, and but I felt great to be able to share with the people that I met and to invite them to this practice. It was a little harder in Hawaii, this is 7 in the morning, which is one of the reasons why I did not, make it here. Um, but it feels really good to know that we also practice immediacy, and if that means that I'm gonna be present on the island, that I don't feel that I am letting down this space. So thanks for your understanding, and I look forward to continually returning to this shared gratitude, these reminders for one another. And so as you go through your day today, look for little examples of things that make you grateful or ways that you see people being a love ambassador or opportunities that you have to be kind and giving and share with us. Let's inspire one another. So wherever you are, let's give ourselves a squeeze, feeling ourselves being held by one another, having independent experiences in a singular body, but all part of a collective divine expression. And we feel ourselves holding one another in this moment as we take a deep breath in, squeeze. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb, all of us here, thanks for being here. Aloha. I love you. See you tomorrow. Thanks, Glenn. Thanks, Sabrina. Thanks, Wendy. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Gerbot and Laura and Natasha, Heining and Robin. Thanks, everybody who popped in.